talking about? Grave digger. Uh-oh. Oh, you playing that shit. Get it back. Get it back. Don't take that. Come on, man. Serious. Arm down. Right hand leads. Right hand up to it. There you go. Come on. Who you training, man? You gotta be from Iceland. You gotta be from California.
Ready, si guys? Magana yung gana lahat.
Kaya na, wala back to you. There you go. Beautiful. Right hand up to it.
Gana lahat.
Double behind it.
Yeah, ikot.
Double him up. Oh, there you go. There you like that. There you go. Do it again. There you go. Hey, look what's up.
Ikot sa kanan. Alay.
Underleg. Underleg. Nablos.
Ganun lang. Malaglag sa split sa katawan.
Good job. We won it, round. We won it, round. Good job. We won it, round, baby.
Manny Pacquiao just threw the wildest curveball ever. The GOAT himself invited Floyd Mayweather to his training camp? Yeah, you heard that right. After all the hype, all the beef, and that legendary 2015 beatdown, Manny's basically saying, "Yo, Floyd, come see how I'm getting ready for my comeback." Yeah, Pac. Man's launching a comeback. And guess who's helping him sharpen the blades? Manny Mayweather. This ain't just a casual invite. It's straight up sparking rematch rumors, bringing back all the old energy and making everyone question, is Floyd really done? Or is he gearing up for the biggest exhibition fight yet? Let's break it down. All right, let's rewind a bit. You already know the history. Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. was the fight of the decade when they finally squared off back in May 2015. Millions watched. Hype was unreal. Manny was the aggressive warrior. Floyd was the slick defensive wizard. And Floyd walked away with a W by unanimous decision. But to this day, a ton of fans argue about what could have been if Manny wasn't dealing with injuries or if they fought earlier in their primes. Now, fast forward to 2025, both guys are pushing their 40s and beyond, with Manny planning a big comeback fight and Floyd still playing around with those exhibition matches. But here's the kicker. Manny just publicly invited Floyd to join his training camp. No filter, no cap. This is huge. You might be wondering, why would Manny invite Floyd to his camp? Well, these two have been rivals, sure, but they also have mad respect for each other's grind. Manny's been open about how Floyd pushed him to be better, and vice versa. Inviting Floyd could be a way to squash old beef and create something bigger, like a showdown that's way overdue.
The best fighter I fought probably was Manny Pacquiao, because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he made.
Plus, Manny's camp is known for being next-level crazy intense cardio, insane pad work, speed drills, and that fiery Filipino spirit. Having Floyd in the camp would bring some elite defensive IQ to the mix, maybe even a fresh twist for Manny's style. And hey, maybe Floyd can pick up some of that Pacquiao aggression? Let's be real. Boxing thrives on drama and hype. This invite is content gold for both fighters. It fires up fans, sparks, rematch talks, and keeps both their names trending worldwide. And let's not forget, Manny's always talked about wanting to give back and grow the sport. Floyd, with his legendary career and now as a promoter and businessman, could add a whole new dimension to this camp. This isn't just about fighting. It's about legacy and passing the torch.
Oscar, he's comeback. He's coming back. Yeah, 40 seconds. Thank you. For the WBC title at 147.
Thank you so much. I wish him all the best.
Cuadra, I love him. Can he do it? Cuadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely.
That's a Mexican brand.
Manny Pacquiao's
Oscar needs.
He's a legend, you know.
Some nice ones. Thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think he can do it. Yeah.
Now let's talk comeback. Manny Pacquiao has been teasing a return for a hot minute now. After a few quiet years, post-retirement, and even dipping his toes into politics and coaching, the itch to get back in the ring is real.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, Manny.
Boss.
We miss you.
You're looking in tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it.
Sources close to Manny say the comeback fight is in the works for late 2025, maybe early 2026. The question is, who's the opponent? It's Mario Barrios.
I think Mario is gonna go out there and just put a beating on Manny. I think Manny's a little too old, but I mean, he's a legend. He already did what he did, so I really don't see a reason for him to come back. But if he wants to get in the ring with Mario, then I guess Mario has to show him that youth. He has a youth, and Manny Pacquiao should have just stayed retired.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of fans are saying,
Yeah.
and are still kind of disbelief. But even looking at social media and the fans, they're thrilled just to see him back. So
Yeah.
just to have him in the ring, and
Yeah.
fighters at that age are not competing.
I think that just says a lot about the type of fighter Manny Pacquiao is, the stardom he has. I mean, he's what, 46, 47?
He's 46.
And people are still excited to see him fight. So I mean, that just says a lot about him and what he's done in his career. So like I said earlier, to see a friend I grew up with fight Manny Pacquiao is gonna be pretty cool. And it's the same night, so it's a huge night for San Antonio boxing.
Manny Pacquiao's comeback isn't no exhibition. This man is stepping straight into the fire. The 19th of July, MGM Grand, Las Vegas, the same arena where legends are made. Pacquiao's going toe-to-toe with Mario Barrios for the freaking WBC welterweight title. This ain't a legacy tour. It's a full-blown title hunt at age 46. Barrios is 29, in his prime, and Pacquiao hasn't fought professionally since 2021 when he got schooled by Ugas.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. He's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and if he turns it on, he can still do it.
But that didn't stop the WBC from sliding him into the top 5 rankings and handing him a golden ticket to history. The odds? Barrios is the clear fave at 1/4, but Pacquiao? He's 3/1, and those odds are riding purely on legacy clout. It's a wild move. No tune-ups, no influencer warm-ups, just straight up war for the green strap. Now let's talk about the real elephant in the ring. Why is the WBC letting this happen? Like seriously, how does a 46-year-old who hasn't won a legit fight since 2019 suddenly pop up in the title picture? Easy. Because in boxing, makes no sense often means makes the most sense.
That's what we do here. We get the facts. Pacquiao is 46 years old and has 72 fights. Do the math. Please. Again, I'll repeat it one more time. You want to use that comparison? Leonard was 32 when he fought Hagler. He had 40 fights. Pacquiao's 46 years old, 72 fights, and coming off, as you said, Bud, an exhibition where you have to worry about the way he looked. He didn't look good. He took punishment from a bigger guy, but a guy who wasn't a high-level fighter. And it's got to worry you if you're a human being. I'm just talking now not as a boxing guy. I'm talking now as a member of something called the human race. I think I'm a member of that. And I like to stay a member. And the only way that you can really stay a member, there's no dues that are involved. There's no membership, fee.
The WBC saw an opportunity. Barrios had no big-name opponents lined up. Haney's ghosting him, Conor Ben's booked with Eubank, and let's be real, no casual is tuning in for Soleiman Sissoko. But Pacquiao? That's a box office ATM in boxing gloves.
All the champions on Boots' radar. I mean, I still think it's bizarre that Manny Pacquiao's fighting for a world title 5 years out of the ring and just not anywhere near at world level anymore. Yeah. Like that's boxing and it's the business and we understand it. I think for Boots, like we talked about fighters that want legacy, all he wants to do is fight the champions. Mm-hmm. And I think physically it would be more beneficial for him to move to 154. Mm-hmm. But he just, he's world champion at 47. So whilst he can still make it, he just wants to fight the champions. Now, obviously, there's a chance of potentially fighting Lopez. It's not a champion, but I get the fight. It's a great fight and it's a big profile fight. And I think the only thing he's concerned about is whether he can still perform. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to just turn up one day and underperform. Mm-hmm. And he feels like that's the only thing that's affecting that factor is the weight cut. So he hasn't got many more, if any, left at 147. And whilst he's there, he just wants to fight the champions. And, he's a tremendous fighter. It's in a great position right now, coming off that performance. And he's got many years ahead of him. He's only just turned 28. Yeah. He's a baby.
The WBC's done this before. Remember when they ranked Francis Ngannou top 10 after losing his only pro fight? They're not trying to protect rankings. They're chasing pay-per-view profits. And with Pacquiao's name on the banner, Prime Video PPV's about to print cash. The WBC didn't need convincing. They just needed a fighter willing to cash in on Manny's final dance. Here's the catch. Manny's training camp is already pushing his limits. His speed and power are still insane for a guy in his 40s. But he's got to be smart about it. This isn't the Manny of 2010. This comeback is all about precision, strategy, and legacy.
Manny Pacquiao's ring return at 46 years old. He's been out of the ring about the same time as you were when you stepped back in. What do you think what kind of challenge he's gonna face, having been a great fighter yourself and him, comparable and career-wise? What kind of challenges do you think he's gonna face, and any advice on him doing things a certain way that maybe you found you did a mistake or this and that, give or take?
You know what? When I came back that one horrible time, it was all me. It was my mindset. It was the way I felt. I believe I could win. I trained hard, but you know what? I won't do it again. You know what I mean? I won't do it again. But I can't tell someone don't do that. Because I made too many comebacks.
As for Manny, just any advice for him at all?
Just be healthy and do what you think you can do. It's a hard thing to answer.
Take that away from somebody. It's just it's kind of taking it away from somebody. You kind of got to find out what's there, right?
Absolutely. You know, if you just have to believe in yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. And that's my thing. It could be positive, it could be negative. That's life.
But you can live with the result.
I can. Oh, you're talking now.
Now, let's talk Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated champ, the defensive genius, the man who literally made millions just by outboxing everyone. Floyd retired from professional boxing in 2017, but he's been busy doing exhibition fights ever since, you know, those big money events against celebrities, MMA stars, and other boxing legends.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, hit him with it. Bow.
Oh, that left hook in the right hand behind it.
He got it.
Oh, he dropped him. Yeah.
Shit. I got it there.
35.
He's like, yeah, you got me.
You know what's crazy is that Floyd is still doing these exhibitions, making millions.
Oh, did you see the one he just did?
Yeah, he looked fantastic.
I'm talking, he's like, I ain't got no haircut for this shit.
Scraggly. But I think he's enjoying that look.
Going out whooping people ass like, yo, for millions of dollars. I ain't gotta promote this shit. I'm just showing up, handing out ass whooping. Like, it's like Floyd wait to get hit to see where you at with your power. And like, okay, now I'm finna fucking demolish you.
He was holding the ring card girl's card and walking around. Do you see what he was doing?
Oh shit!
He held up the card in between rounds. Floyd walked around with the card.
He's fought guys like Logan Paul, Don Moore, and even TikTok celebrities. And while these fights aren't official pro bouts, they keep Floyd sharp and in the spotlight. But fighting at 47 and older? That's wild. Most fighters hang up their gloves way before then because the body just can't keep up. Still, Floyd's been defying odds, proving his defense and ring IQ haven't dulled too much. Plus, his team ensures he stays in peak shape, so these exhibitions are mostly about entertainment. But make no mistake, Floyd still knows how to fight. All right, here's the million-dollar question. What if Manny and Floyd actually do a rematch? The internet is already buzzing with what-if takes. Would Manny finally get his redemption? Could Floyd prove he's still king at 47 plus?
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Here's what makes this super interesting. Both fighters have grown wiser. Manny's punches might be slower, but his fight IQ is through the roof. Floyd might not throw a ton of punches, but every single one counts and is laser precise. The fight would be more about brains and less about brute force. It'd be a chess match in the ring, feints, counters, slick defense. The fan base would be split 50-50 as old-school Pacquiao fans versus the money team diehards. But the elephant in the room? Both fighters are older, which means stamina and recovery are going to be huge factors. And with so much hype riding on this, the pressure would be insane.
At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh, my legacy is in jeopardy?
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the third or fourth round, like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Okay.
One of the best fighters I faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep my distance. I keep turning him, keep turning him.
Yeah, but I think this, height doesn't mean anything because, short people can pack a punch.
Let's get inside that Pacquiao camp real quick. Manny's camp is built on tradition, discipline, and heart. His trainers focus on explosive speed, tactical footwork, and heavy bag work that mimics real fight scenarios. Sources tell me Manny's been pushing himself harder than ever, clocking insane road work miles at dawn, sparring with young killers, and even studying Floyd's past fights to anticipate his style.
Yo, we're back. It's boxing's back now. Dave, did you know all the comments where boxing is back now? Back. Really? Yep. Let's go. Fans are excited.
Pero umpisa, yun sa big decision niya po, pas magkaya tawin ko yung pinabuliti. Okay, you go first.
I'm not gonna see up close though. A1.
Marvin.
Good.
And here's the wild part. Inviting Floyd to the camp means Manny's opening his training process to the world, turning it into a collaborative event that could push both fighters to new heights. Imagine Floyd's defensive genius mixing with Manny's offensive explosiveness. It's like a masterclass in boxing evolution. The internet blew up after Manny's invite. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram fans are losing it. Some say this is the greatest boxing collab ever. Others are calling it a hype stunt. The memes are endless. But no matter what, it's clear that this invite has reignited the Pacquiao-Mayweather rivalry in the most unexpected way. So there you have it. Manny Pacquiao inviting Floyd Mayweather to his training camp is more than just an invite. It's the start of a new chapter in one of boxing's greatest rivalries. Are we getting a legendary rematch? Or is this all about respect, legacy, and leveling up the sport? Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Who's winning the rematch if it happens? Manny or Floyd? I'll catch you in the next video.